Standard T, Space Cadets, I'm Colonel Failure, and this is Stellaris, the game about exploring space, finding strange new civilizations, and killing them all. I will be embarking on a non-killing method of playing the game, and we'll see how long that actually lasts before I turn to bouts of extreme violence. Anyway, let's get this show on the road. We'll create ourselves a brand new species. So customizing your own empire is mandatory, in my opinion. Why would you take something that someone else had come up with? It's gonna get you nowhere. Anyway, right, we're not going to be humanoid because humans suck. Instead, we're going to go for this plant-like creature here, which is quite obviously Audrey 2, and it's going to set the theme for the series because we are the intellectual property infringers. Yes, that is who we are. We are the infringers. We come to steal your copyright. Infringer. There we are. Magic. Right. Okay. Now we need a. We're going to take these machine names here as our default naming convention. However, all ships are going to be prefixed. Bottle Star. So we'll come up with some points across there. Yes, we're basically going to rip off absolutely every. Judiciously acquire all manner of previously existing science fiction ephemera and turn it into our own useful bits and pieces. Right. So clearly we are adaptive. That much is absolutely a given. However, we're going to have to offset that with adaptive gives us extra habitability, but that's not what we're looking for. We're looking for things that tie into the nature of what we're up to. We're quite wasteful in that I should anticipate there'll be quite a few throwaway gags that will be thrown away because they're possibly not that funny, and I don't think we're that decadent. We are pretty deviant. What else have we got going on here? Sedentary. Yeah, I think we're possibly quite lazy as well. Actually, we're not deviant. We're lazy because we're stealing other people's stuff. Right, that gives me 2 points worth of something or other. We're not scientists. That's not our style. We're quite talented in the ability to appropriate other material. And I don't know. Oh, there we go. We're communal. Everybody's going to be happy with us. We will take absolutely anything, anybody. You can all come work for me. Right. So our glorious leader is Pal 9000. He's everybody's pal, and he is, of course, the quiz act Haderach. Is exactly how he rolls. There we go. It is a whacking great television in order to be able to assimilate further information as we go on. I say he's a plant. Who knows? Anyway, our home planet is Alderaan, and the star is the Dork Star. Simply because if you haven't got your nerd on for this series, then you might want to go take lessons. Might go warm up a little, flex your knowledge of science fiction and see where we get. And bringing a dry sense of humour is probably going to be valuable. City appearance doesn't really matter. Right. So how are we ethically? We're rabidly xenophilic. We absolutely love everybody, and we are quite peaceful in nature. I've got no intention of being mean to other people. I want them all to come live with me. We're going to assimilate them, much as we do everything else. We'll take we'll take an empire approach here as well, which means that I need to go back to my ruler because the heir is not the crown prince. He is the Paddy 1. Rather than Paddy 2 will forever be sitting around, claiming that he should be the one in charge. But no, it's not the case at all. Right, what else have we got going on here? Free Haven. well, we're going to be pretty free and easy insofar as the acquisition of themes for the series. Syncretic evolution. I don't think so. Although the description's pretty good, we could have a pre-assimilated secondary species who are subservient, but we don't go with subservience here. Well, we need something. But actually, we're going to be quite efficient, I think. That goes against us being quite wasteful. Anything else that might possibly... What's the Philosopher King all about? I don't think we're going to be that philosophical. I think we're either going to be an aristocratic elite in that we will only pick the best of the best of the few of the brave of the few of the brave of the best of the few. No, I think, or we're going to, okay, yeah, we're going to be cutthroat. That makes more sense. We'll steal absolutely anything. Right, okay, type of government. We'll stick with what we got here, I think. No sense in monkeying with the voice. Anyway, the name of our empire is the United, brace yourselves, Federation, of, P-A-L-N, wait for it, plants. There we go, because I'm Audrey too, I'm a plant. I've really worked long and hard on that particular pun. I hope you appreciate it, because, I'm going to put effort in across the board here, so that makes us the Feds, or the Fed, I suppose. I don't like it. Federal. No, we'll take it. Federal works with Federation. That's perfectly acceptable. Right. We need a similarly infringimological banner here, and therefore we are going. It's either Hydra or Spectra. It's more or less the same kind of deal. But it's the best one I've come across. I mean, I could have a poke through, but I mean, how riveting is that going to be? So we'll stick with that. I don't know why I've gone purple. Just have. Right, starting weapons make absolutely no difference. We'll have energy weapons. FTL will use hyperspace because that's reusing other people's space travel systems. And when it comes to copyright infringing spaceship designs, I think the makers of Homeworld might have something to say about that one. Let's rock. No, hold on. Let's save. Let's rock. Okay, a couple of game details to just run through. You might as well see them for yourself. We're going large. Why not? Go large, go home. That's the choices. Galaxy shapes are elliptical, spiral, ring, elliptical, spiral, ring, elliptical. We'll go with elliptical. AI empires, fine. Advanced starts, fine. Fallen empires, fine. Privative, fine. We're going to go with pretty much everything being fine to start with. Although empire placement, random clusters, or random, yeah, maybe clusters, maybe we'll stick with random, and we will be playing Iron Man mode because we like Ron. So here we are in the Dork Star system near Alderaan. And we've got our opening gambit here in the eons since the first primitive intellectual property infringers communities took shape in the dry canyons and mesas of Alderaan. Our civilization has spread and prospered. The violent periods of our history reached a peaceful conclusion when we were united under a single monarch for the first time. An unbroken era of peace and prosperity followed, which has lasted to this day. Now, after the discovery of the Hyperlane Network, the finest minds of the United Federation of Plants have finished development on the first hyperdrives. The stars themselves are finally within our grasp. There we go. I thought I'd bring a little bit of pathos there to the opening setup of our universe. And where should we go first? Let's get our initial ships named up correctly, shall we? So we've got our construction ship here, yeah, which I think is going to be. Let's rename it. It's obviously a Bottle Star, but I think this is going to be the Bottle Star Enterprise, given that it's building stuff for us. Don't get too attached to me keeping individual franchises separate from one another. We're gonna mash all of that rubbish up in one place. Our science ship will be the Liberator, and that will get us in good stead to start with. Right, so let's get the Liberator to hold on. We're not going to get the Liberator to do anything. We need to go and name our scientists here. So our first scientist is Helper Bot Y5. Apparently, the hell he is. This is going to be I don't know. Let's go with Kilometer Bennett Dyson. There you go. Kill O-A-S. Yes, meter. There we are. Spell it right. Helps if you don't step on the gags there, Colonel. Right, that's the first one. And then our second scientist is going to be Lenny McCoy. I know, we've thrown in the traditions already. And then next up, we will go with Ellie, because they're all relatively informal. Arroway, and then we'll have, I don't know, what else have we got here? We're going to go with Lieutenant Commander Dota. In fact, Lieutenant Commander Dota 2. Part Android, part competitive multiplayer game. Fantastic. There we are. That will do nicely. And there we are. We need a governor as well. And he's going to be Grand Toff Tarkin. Comes from a very wealthy family. Splendid. Right. Okay. So the Kilometer Bennett Dyson is commanding the Liberator right now, and and that's a good place to start. So let's set the Liberator on a course for action. And I want don't just go there. I need you to do more than that. Let's center him on the Dork Star itself. Survey the entire system, if you'd be so kind. Take whatever erratic route suits you best. Good. Right, he's ready to rock. And then we need to get our research underway, and then we will unpause anything. Right, Lieutenant Commander Dota is going to work on capacity over energy grid. Yeah, energy grid is useful later on, I think. But to begin with, it's all about the space bucks. So I want to earn as many of those as possible. Naval capacity, I don't need it to begin with. Propaganda, extra influence is handy. Or the biolab. No, it's going to be, we're going to take planetary unification. That's a thing that'll be very useful. And then when we get to engineering, which for some reason McCoy has decided to put himself in charge of. What do we got here? Engineering facility. You see, I mean, it's good because it gives us extra research, but we'll go with extra resources to start with. Maybe rightly, maybe wrongly, possibly both. Right, excellent. Anybody else need anything from me before we unpause? No? Unpause. Let's rock. Right, we'll up the tempo until something exciting. Hold everything. Paddy 1 Cube is the new heir to our empire. Can I rename Paddy 1? Because having randomly assigned names really goes against my my credo. Can we at all? Currently not so much. Maybe we can do it later. That'll be fine. Let's have a quick word with Alderaan itself, and see about getting some development on the go. Now, I find cash to be one of the most useful resources that we can have early on. So I'm tempted to unlock this bandit here. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Get on it. Yep. Crack on. Get to work. Unpause. Clear off. That's the job. Obviously, we're playing at a very high speed here because I'm I'm a proficient level player. By which I mean I know what the buttons do. But anyway, we've got our first planetary setup kind of deal kind of going on here. We'll send the Enterprise over to build us a mining station because that'll come in handy. Extra resources and all that, which is why we're developing the ability.
Blocker cleared.
Really? Is it? Good. That's nice. Yeah, I guess I figure she's going to yell at me quite regularly. We've got more minerals over there. Could do with a bit more cash coming in. I'm going to try and keep the cash and the minerals balanced
complete.
initially. There we go. Right, that's our first bit of construction job done, which is jolly splendid. Actually, while we're at it, let's I'm going to hit the pause button a lot. All right, so we're going to alternate between incredibly rapid development and then pausing while we get stuff done. We'll get another science ship on the go. Should have done that to start with, really, but hey ho, never mind. It'll be along in due course. Oh, the other thing I haven't named yet.
Construction complete.
Thank you. Right, okay. Yes, got one more thing to name, and that is my initial fleet, who currently don't have a leader assigned. Shall I hire another leader? No, I'm going to need to hire a scientist in a moment. I'm going to leave these guys leaderless for the moment, or am I... What's my leader cap right now? Leader cap is naval capacity. I don't know what my leader cap is right now. Leaders, maybe I'll say here. 5 of 10. Oh, all right. Well, let's recruit an admiral then. Admiral. Leader recruitment costs less than weapons range. Yeah. I mean, I've got the dosh for this. Ship upkeep -10. Well, that's only very good if I give him a whole bunch of ships, and you're good at what? Weapons range. Well, we'll take you then. You seem like a handy kind of guy. Helper bot D6. I don't think so. You're going to be Admiral Snack Bar. Because reasons. Right, we're going to assign him to the fleet. Where's the fleet? The first security echelon. And actually, I don't have. I've thought about this. As you can tell, I've come up with quite a lot of opening nonsense for you. But I don't have a winning name in mind at the current time. So this is going to be your fleet name. And basically, give me suggestions. I want a name for this fleet, and we shall name all future fleets in a similar fashion. Make a suggestion in the comments and upvote the ones you like best, and I'll pick one of the most highly rated, which is obviously quite exciting. So there you go. Maybe I should use a question mark there. How exciting? Not very, but there it is. Right. Okay. Now I'm going to send Admiral Snack Bar out to look for trouble. We'll send him and the your fleet name out over to whatever that is called, because it's outside our territory. We're entering the unknown so soon into this experience. Meanwhile, I have a second science ship. There we are. No, that's the Liberator. Okay, well, we need another one then. This is going to be... let's go for Moya on this one, I think. Why not? You need a leader as well. I'm going to recruit a new scientist to sit in here. Now, what are you? Research by military theory? No. Particles? No. Survey speed? Yes. There we are. You're hired. And we need to give you a compelling name. Let's go with Samuel Beckett. He might not make many leaps of a quantum variety. There we go. You're hired. And I need you to venture off into the unknown and go get that stuff surveyed for me, will you? Splendid. There we go. Well, this is all going. Oh, hello. It's an anomaly. Dork Star. Should have called it Dork Store, maybe. Let's pause while we look here. Shall we use the... yeah, I think we will. It's the adventure voice, people. A small rectangular object on the surface of this planet is deflecting all scanning beams like a mirror. Our sensors are unable to determine its material composition. How chuffing thrilling. Right, well, get to work there, Kilometer Bennett Dyson. Research that thing. In fact, you know, I want to go see what you're doing. Where are you? You're science ship. Let's go zoom in. There it is, look. Start. All right, I thought you were there already. He's off. Anyway, that's where we shall park it up for the moment. As Kilometer Bennett Dyson is investigating a strange planet and the potential anomalies therein. Chuck a like at this episode if you enjoyed it, and be sure to check back to see how we get on in future escapades. I've been Colonel Failure. Please subscribe if you'd like to keep pace with the series, and I'll catch up with you very soon. This is Colonel Failure, beaming out. Cheerio!